So you've started the gym, you feel pretty consistent so far, you've started to build up a decent body. You feel your confidence is being boosted, your strength is going up, and things are actually starting to look pretty good for you in the gym. But you're not satisfied yet. You may think you're making progress, but you want it faster. You want it easier. You want to be the strongest out of your friend group, the strongest in your bloodline. So what do? You start to bulk up. But here's the thing, bulking isn't just about scratting as much food as possible until you feel like a fatty and that your stomach is gonna explode. That's not what bulking is all about. Bulking takes time, strategy, and consistency. And people make a lot of wrong choices, which just puts their progress backwards and they don't see the scale going up. If you're not sure what to do on a bulk, then this video is for you. I'm going to be breaking down step by step the main mistakes people make when going on a bulk and how to fix them. You see, when I first started my first ever bulk, I weighed about 70 kg. I just got a job at McDonald's and I thought this was the perfect time to start. When you work at some food places, mainly fast food places like McDonald's or KFC, they let you have free meals on your break. Now imagine 17-year-old me working at McDonald's 5 days a week, so 5 breaks a week, so 5 McDonald's meals every single week. I mean, sure enough, I was gaining weight. You know, every day I'd weigh myself and I'd see the scale going up. So what did I do? I kept going. More Mackies, more junk food, eat as much food as possible, cram as much food in as I can, and I'll get bigger and stronger. Now, do you actually think this made me get any stronger? Nah. I became a fat piece of shit, like I'm serious. This unhealthy lifestyle just led to me skipping the gym more and more. It led to me not tracking any progress, and all because I was bulking. And I'd convinced myself that it was okay just for that reason. I'd soon realized that my strength had decreased a lot in the gym, and that's when it popped into my head that this bulk just wasn't working. Even though I was getting bigger, I was getting weaker. So this is going to bring me on to the first mistake people are going to make when bulking, and a big mistake I made, which is dirty bulking. Look, bulking should not be an excuse to eat what you want all day. But calories is calories, it's just a bulk, bro. Shut up. Look, all a dirty bulk is going to result in is a bunch of negative impacts on your life. It's going to result in more fat gain, worse performance in the gym, and a decline in your physical and mental health. Eating a whole box of Krispy Kreme donuts to contribute to your calorie goal isn't what a bulk is. Now, to avoid all the negative impacts that come with dirty bulking, you just shouldn't do a dirty bulk. You should do a lean and controlled bulk instead. A controlled bulk is going to keep your calorie surplus smaller but easier to maintain and allow you to be more consistent with it. You also want to try and prioritize eating whole foods, not junk foods, such as lean proteins and complex carbs. This is going to support your energy and recovery much better than a dirty bulk, and it's going to minimize the fat that you end up gaining on your body. Now look, I'm not saying to be real mega strict on your diet. A balance is going to be key, and it will help you become way more consistent. So from time to time, a little sweet treat isn't going to hurt, but just make sure you don't overdo it. Alright, so the next mistake that people make when they're going onto a bulk is they ignore their protein intake. Look, let's think of it this way. Why do we go on a bulk? Well, the most common answer, if you're not using it as an excuse to become really fat, is to get bigger and stronger. And what do your muscles need to become bigger and stronger? Enough protein intake. So why is it just thrown out the window whenever we go on a bulk? Just because you're eating enough food doesn't mean you're getting in the right amount of protein. You should still track how much you're eating, how much protein you're getting in every single day. The golden rule to maximize muscle protein synthesis and to allow your muscles to grow and recover after the gym is 1.6 to 2.2 grams per kilo of body weight. You see, when you're on a bulk, if you're not getting in enough protein, all that extra calories that you're eating isn't going to contribute to making your muscles any bigger. It's just going to turn into more body fat. So what I'd recommend once again is eating whole foods. These could include eggs, dairy, meats, high protein. You shouldn't rely on just protein shakes, and you need to be aware of what you're eating. Spread your protein intake throughout the day, make sure you're tracking it, and stay consistent. This will make your bulk 10 times healthier and easier to stick with. Alright, next up, we've got a pretty different topic to talk about on a bulk, because it's kind of neglected. We're going to be talking about the misconception of cardio on a bulk. Now I know what you might be thinking. Cardio on a bulk, are you joking? Well, if you think cardio on a bulk is crazy, then you gotta listen here. You might be avoiding cardio whilst you're bulking because you might think it's gonna kill your gains. You see, here's the reality. Cardio whilst you're on a bulk is gonna make getting gains way easier. Cardio while bulking comes with so many benefits. One of these is improving your work capacity. It's going to make it so you can train harder in the gym and recover faster. Cardio is also going to help you control your appetite, minimize your fat gain, and one of the most important, it will make you feel 10 times better during and after your bulk. But this doesn't mean you should overdo cardio though, because too much cardio can actually burn too many calories. If you're going on runs doing high intensity cardio every single day, then all that's going to do is make it harder for you to gain any weight. Instead, you got to find that sweet spot. You see, what I'd recommend is just a couple sessions a week, 20 to 40 minutes. It could be a Stairmaster. It could be an incline walk on a treadmill. Low intensity cardio is the key here. And also it's a lot more sustainable. This is really going to boost your fitness and your recovery and make sure you get all the benefits that I just listed about cardio on a bulk. Alright, and that pretty much sums it up. The 3 key mistakes people make when they're going on a bulk. Look, as someone who made all of these mistakes, I've been there, I've done that, and that's why I'm trying to make sure you don't do the same as well. Don't dirty bulk, make sure you get enough protein, and don't skip cardio. If you want to see a part 2 of this video, leave a comment, like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Adios.